What's going on, y'all? 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 It's Dawhveed. Oh man. What's going on, y'all? It's Dawhveed, and I'm going to very quickly cover some incredibly useful turret spots and Nanoswarm grenade lineups as Killjoy on Split. Starting on CT A site, I have a couple of turret spots for you all. The first one is back here in screens, and you can choose how you want to set this one up. The first option is to set it up 2 squares to the left of this plate on the ground right here, and this turret will watch if anyone crosses or pushes directly into A site, and it will also watch your flank slightly from CT. The second option, however, is to set it 2 squares to the right of this other plate, and this turret can watch the flank as well as anyone pushing onto A site. It cannot see the cross at A main, so I mainly just use this if I'm playing like off-site, so the turret can pretty safely tell me if anyone is sneaking onto A site, and the attackers won't really see it until they push onto site. The second turret spot I have for A is up in A heaven, and this one is actually my favorite turret for A. Just come over here and right click to flip it around, and then place your little guy on top of this trash bin here. This box in front actually gives your turret a slight head glitch and covers up like half of its hitbox. This turret is going to help you defend an A heaven push and get info from both ramps and ropes. Now moving on to B site, my first turret spot is actually just right up here on the rafters. It can pick enemies up coming from either B main or mailroom. This turret usually dies pretty fast, but it gives terrific info as to when and where the enemies are coming from. I like to back it up with either an alarm here in heaven or one right outside of B main. My second turret spot is down here in the back corner of B site, and all you have to do is aim high and place it on top of this stand. This spot is a little risky because you are stuck here in the corner if they do all decide to come this way, but every single time I've done this, I've come out with at least a couple of kills. The best way to do it is wait until it picks up someone, and then just wait a beat, and they're going to aim their crosshair up to your turret, and that's when you want to swing out. All you really need is that split second of them looking up for you to peek out and get the kills. Moving towards the attack side now, I have some extremely good Nanoswarm lineups and some basic examples of site takes with Killjoy. For the first one on A site, just come over here and hop up on the first step of this planner. Aim your crosshair at the roof light and jumping left click right here. Then hop up on the second step of the planner, run forward and jump off with your crosshair on this gray box and then left click. Your first Nanoswarm nade lands right here and discourages anyone from holding this common spot in heaven where they can watch the A push and then quickly switch to looking at ramps. The second Nanoswarm grenade lands back in screens and will pretty much cover the entire area here where enemies can peek from, since it hits both sides and even the back of screens. This one you'll definitely have to practice the timing on in custom matches, but it shouldn't take you too long. For the take, after you throw your grenades, you can come over here and drop an alarm bot to watch your ramps, or you could alarm bot this corner to check for enemies. I like to set my turret back here for A takes because this gives incredible info post plant and watches every single entryway onto A site. Moving over to B site, for your Nanoswarms, you're going to want to scooch up into this corner and look straight up. For your first lineup, aim where the roof touches this gray wall and then move your crosshair a couple of clicks to the left and then jumping left click. For the second one, aim to where the building in the background meets the same wall and then move your crosshair this time a couple of clicks to the right and then jumping left click again. Your first nano will land here and flush anyone out playing deep sight in the back corner. It even hits anyone on top of this box here. Your second nano lands here and will damage anyone trying to hold the angle onto B main, damaging them if they're on either side peeking. Coupled with these 2 grenades, I like to first alarm bot here to check if anyone's playing close left, and then I like to turret right outside of B main to not only see if anyone is heaven or below heaven, but also draw their attention if they're here so that my team and I can swing out and get some picks while they're distracted. For those of you that made it to the end, I have 2 great bonus Nanoswarm grenade lineups that I came up with for mid. The first one is actually back here in spawn. Just aim as far down as possible and line up with the third white line, and then look up and place your crosshair on top of this circular roof shingle and jumping left click. For your second one, come over to market, back up into this corner, aim up here on the corner of these canisters and left click. Your first Nanoswarm from mid lands here in the vents, damaging anyone playing either side of this doorway looking mid and even flushing people out from this corner of vents. And your second one lands on your side of this box in mid, flushing people out from behind the box. And that, my friends, is actually going to wrap it up for my favorite turret spots, Nanoswarm grenades, and takes for Killjoy on Split. If this video helped at all, please consider hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date on all of my content, and smash that thumbs up button because I appreciate you all for supporting the channel. Make sure to drop me a comment below on your favorite lineup and let me know if you have any questions because I'll reply to every single comment. That's it for me. I will check you all in my next Valorant video. See ya!
Oh, no, you don't deserve.
So bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.